Hello again, Year 4. Welcome back to Virtual RE. If you remember, we are looking at Sikh practices, and today we are looking at one of my favourite of those Sikh practices, which is Langar. Now, you might be lucky enough to have heard of Langar before. You might even have had Langar yourself, or you might need to carry on watching to find out exactly what Langar is. So these are some Sikh temples that we looked at last lesson. In Amritsar, the Golden Temple, the temple that we looked at in Southall in London and in Birmingham. A huge part of the experience of the Gurdwara, the experience of the Sikh temple, is Langar. And Langar, as we saw in the video last week, it means the communal kitchen where food is prepared and given out for free to anyone who visits the Gurdwara. It's Punjabi for kitchen, which is the language that a lot of Sikh people speak. And the really important thing is that it's prepared by volunteers. It's all donated, it's given out free of charge, and anybody who wants to can go and get Langar at a Sikh temple, and you don't even have to go to a temple, as we will see in a little bit. The Langar is run by Sikh volunteers and funded by donations from visitors and Sikh worshippers, and it's so important to the Gurdwara as it gives a place for people to meet and feel welcome, and it creates a sense of community and can help those who may not have enough to eat at home. So as you can see here in the pictures, these are both taken, I think, in India. And you've got people sitting on the floor to eat, which is a symbol of equality. It doesn't matter if you're the richest person in the world or the poorest person in the world. You all sit on the floor. You all eat with your hands, usually. Here they are making, I think, probably rotis or chapatis, ready to be given out to people. So that's what Langar looks like. It's a huge kitchen with lots of food being prepared, and then a huge hall where people eat at the Gurdwara. Oh, and this is the food. So a lot of the food has Indian roots, and it's usually vegetarian. Or it's always vegetarian, really. It could include curries and dal, which is kind of lentils, yogurt, rice, samosas, naan breads, pickles, rotis, chapatis. Yeah, it's all there, and it's good. And you get a little bit of everything. So it's a bit like school dinner. You get given a silver tray, and you get a bit of pickle and a bit of naan bread and a bit of rice and a bit of salad, a bit of dal. And I'm making myself really hungry thinking about the Langar. But it's more than just, oh, there's a bit of free food, or pop down to the Gurdwara and get a bit of free food. This is all about something called Seva, one of the Sikh values that we looked at back in October when we looked at the Khalsa Nights. And Seva means selfless action. Action that doesn't benefit yourself, that only benefits other people. And a big part of Seva is charity work, and many Gurdwaras run a Seva service which goes out and provides this Langar, this hot meal, to people on the streets. So they don't have to come to the Gurdwara to get that, but they actually go out and deliver it to people where they need it. So here, these are two photos from who we're going to look at next, which is the Midlands Seva Society in Coventry, giving out food, curries. In this one, they've got bananas. I can see Oreos and flapjacks to people who might need a bit of food, a bit of feeding in the street. So often if you see, I know out on the Strand in London, you'll often see people giving out curries and things like that to people who might be homeless. So the Langar in the temple is for anyone. Anyone who wants to go and share a meal is welcome to, but on the streets they do this as part of their Seva, as part of their selfless duty to others. So we're going to watch a video. It's quite a short video, but it's about the Midland Langar Seva Society. It is made by a bank to sort of advertise the bank, but it does tell us lots of interesting information about it. In today's booklet, you will need to answer the pretty straightforward question: what is Langar? If you've been listening, you will know. And what is Seva? Again, selflessness, but what does selflessness actually mean? Do remember to fill these out in full sentences, please and thank you. And then as you watch the video, I've given you all this space to make notes on how the Midland Langar Seva Langar Society is showing that duty of Seva, is helping other people, is being welcoming to people. So you could add 6, 7 different points on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video. So I'll say goodbye to you now. I don't know if we'll be doing virtual school next week or not. We shall see. If so, I will see you then. And if not, I will see you around. Have a great rest of your week. Let's watch this video.
The Gurdwara.
About 3 o'clock, we start preparing. We have a team that prepares the food for us. 5.5 years ago, there was a gentleman sitting down begging for food. I took a look at him. Somebody who went to school with us, told me about his life story, then I asked him what he needed, done the shopping for him, came out, gave me stuff. He was in tears. I thought, well, if this can happen to him, how many other people are out there? That lit a spark, and from there it's carried on.
I've been homeless for a year now. I never knew about this till I walked around and saw people taking food.
It's just like a big hand, knowing that someone's out there, like, really wanting to help.
That's why I'm sitting here now, because of Randar and the rest of the Sikh community.
These people coming out now help some of us get through till tomorrow.
If this didn't exist, I probably wouldn't exist myself.
Randy is a person who stands out.
He's a good lad. He puts heart and soul in it. Just shows you what kind of person he is, that he wants to make a change.
The support we got off TSB enabled us to put our bus on the road, and it benefited a lot of people. The feeling you get giving somebody a hot meal who's not eating anything all day, it's unbelievable. People helping people is a good thing for all of us. That's why TSB supports local causes like ours and